It took great effort in convincing me to continue this campaign. This person said, and I said, okay, I will take on this task. Nah, okay man, I'm just joking. I can't even keep a straight face saying this. You probably know that Angevin Kingdom is ridiculously overpowered in EU4. We had an incredible start and I owe you the continuation of this epic run. We are so back. That's right, 1531 Angevin Kingdom, we are continuing our England HRE Emperorship run, and as you can see we have 5 reforms passed. In this part of the run we are going to revoke the privilegia, which means we will establish our own vassal swarm in the HRE. Now the only problem that we have currently is that our primary culture is not Germanic, so as you can see if we were to pass the first reform in the centralization path, we are getting Emperor not Germanic -5 and Swabian is not an accepted culture in Angevin Kingdom -10. You could say we could just accept Swabian culture after taking a province or two, but the problem is that this modifier would be replaced by a different Germanic culture and it still would stay as -10. To make it 10 times easier for ourselves, what we need to do is culture shift, and in our case the easiest way to do this is to move from English culture, which now is in the French group, over to Flemish, which is in Germanic group, and Flemish because of where our current capital, which is insanely highly developed, is. 50 development here. So what we're gonna do is just unstate all the provinces that we have, and wherever possible even concentrate development. And there it is, guys. We have 51% Flemish development, so we can culture shift. And out of French group, we are going to Germanic. Now, if we check this, instantly we have 28 princes voting for us and 38 against. And most of these negative modifiers are gone. So only thing we need to do now is get up to 50 authority, which is gonna happen in pretty much no time. We're getting tons of it. And a big reason for that is that we own the province of Prague with the amazing monument giving us 0.15. So far, this run has been quite crazy. We even have both Spain and Castile as our subjects colonizing the new world for us, and we have this amazing Brazil with Portugal in their personal union. If you want to get reminded on how we got to this part, then make sure to check out the first video. I will leave the link in the pinned comment. Now obviously that we're done with the culture shifting, we can state everything back, mostly everything, because we will also have a bit of an issue with regarding capacity if we were to state everything. But that is not a huge issue because we have admin ideas, and once we unlock one more, we will be getting 15% from our national ideas, and once we finish these, we get another 20% on top of that. And also we have easy access to the province of Napoli, which has a monument that increases gov capacity by 100, and that is because of our subject Provence, which has finished their first mission, and it means that they have course on the entirety of Naples, so we can take this province from the Papal State soon. Okay guys, so we stated pretty much all of our stuff. The only problem is that we still have to fully core it, so this is gonna be a ton of admin points which we will need for it. But we're gonna work on it. That's not the biggest issue. I think it's great that we solved this problem with the HRE. The second problem is that the Reformation is going on and tons of nations are getting converted. So to keep getting imperial authority, we need to constantly fight them and convert them back with the help of cleansing of heresy CB. We're gonna start with Switzerland, we're gonna attack them, Ulm, Bologna, and start converting these nations. Alright, this is fantastic. The decline of Hanseatic League means we just got additional 11 imperial authority, so that's amazing progress for us. That was very quick. We have forced religion available. Let's go and do it. Obviously, we can even do this on nations that are not co-belligerent in the war, but in this case, both of these nations do follow the correct religion. We can ally Savoy, and we need to just improve relations a tiny bit more to be able to diplo-vassalize them, which is really good because they are not in the HRE. So we're gonna look for opportunities like this as well, just so we don't have to waste time on these guys and just focus on converting our future subjects. Oh, that's fantastic, man. Monopoly company has been formed and we get 2000 decades. Oh man, this reminds me of my Netherlands run. We're going to attack nations not only with the conversion CB, but also with crush the peasantry, because we need to end the Great Peasants' War, and for that we need the Peasants' War progress to be at least 9, and we get 3 points each time we force a peasant republic to change a government type. So we're going to attack Friesland and their buddies, and some of these guys are Protestant, so at the same time we can convert nations. Fantastic. We have access to our first Age of Reformation bonus. We're going to take Religious Wars, which reduces our war score cost versus other religions by 25%. Now, speaking of this modifier, we also are yet to take the province of Malta, so in the near future we need to fight Tunis. And of course we will fight them together with the Ottomans when we retake the course for Byzantium. But for now, really all of our focus is gonna go towards the H3. We wanna make sure that we pass these reforms smoothly, so we're not gonna get sidetracked like this. There we go, let's declare another war on Lusatia, and we're gonna do one versus Bohemia as well. Before I forget, there it is, Savoy is now a part of our kingdom. Let's grab level 11 Diplo as well. And actually, we need to pay a little bit more attention to our missions, specifically the ones for which we need to pass the nobility agendas. I haven't really been completing these, so let's summon the diet, and whatever we have here we're going to select. We need to switch culture in this province, so we will start doing that as soon as possible. And to complete the mission, expand the army, we still need to build 16 barracks, and at least 5 of these provinces need to have fort buildings, so we're gonna focus on that as well. Let's begin building some barracks. Oh, Sweden, you shouldn't have done that. They done a literal war crime and took the province of Stadi. Yeah, you guys are going down. Not on my watch, sir. And obviously they're not going to just return it like that. Brandenburg is a bit too big for us to convert them when they are not co-belligerent in the war, but I know what we will do to bypass this. Well, first we're just going to ask them to release Rupin as a separate nation, and we're going to take this one province from Lusatia, so after our truce expires with Brandenburg, we will be able to directly attack them. Now we can pass another admin idea, get additional governing capacity, just lovely. And immediately let's attack Sweden because we have a golden opportunity. Russia is not joining. Although Russia is a nation that if you have them allied, they pretty much will never help you. And it seems the situation is the same with AI. Oh, I actually didn't notice this, but Finland is released and they're a separate nation. That is pretty cool, and they're allied with Riga. Well, I guess Russia actually has some problems of their own. They're fighting Oirat. No way, man. Portugal declared independence war on Brazil. What is happening, man? Did they get some support or something? Oh, Aragon is helping them out. Okay, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen there because Brazil is doing very well in this game. They have only 18,000 soldiers though, so they will probably get owned. Oh, there we go. We continue getting these casus bellis because these nations keep getting converted. Looks like we will have to attack Geneva. He's just peacefully drilling. Oh, right. Yeah, this kind of sucks. We cannot attack them directly because they're a free city, and we cannot even revoke the free city status because it would cost us 5 imperial authority. So we need to work around this. And I guess we can do this by attacking Saluzzo, fighting Genoa, and of course Geneva. There goes your peaceful drilling, man. There it goes. Okay, when it comes to Pomerania, I would love for them to release Teutonic Order and Rupin. Now what's gonna happen is we're gonna get another Imperial incident. There we go. Teutonic Order wishes to join the HRE, and this is fantastic because we will be getting tons of Imperial authority by allowing them to do so. Dude, we have so many papacy points and really nowhere to put them because we're constantly using all 6 of the modifiers. I guess we can also use it to boost our stability, sure, why not? For this next parliament debate, we're gonna go with the create offices for vassal nobles, which is gonna reduce the Diplo annexation cost by 15%. And I love the fact that it barely costs anything for us to get these passed. Let's go, that's sick. We just got tons of Imperial Authority points and we are able to pass the reform, which means we will be getting core creation cost minus 10%. Amazing. This next one is going to be great because it's going to boost our Imperial Authority growth by quite a bit. And guys, let's make sure we're not wasting time. Let's go for a Reconquest versus Papal State. Napoli is going to be our goal. We have Stettin, Trent, Albania, don't care. And okay, we have the next government reform. For now, we're going with aristocratic court because this gives additional Diplo reputation, which is gonna help us annex our subjects and also pass the imperial reforms. And later on in the campaign, we will be replacing this one for royal decree to get additional absolutism. Alright, Papal State, thank you very much for all of these lovely provinces that you just gave us. Nice doing business with you. Oh, that's amazing. Sir Thomas Gresham's currency reform. Just like that, we're losing free inflation, getting 15 reform progress points, and a really nice advisor, Thomas Gresham himself. Skill-free, national tax modifier 1. You know we're hiring this boy right away, and we can even upgrade him. And there's yet another nation converted. Oh, that's interesting. The Ottomans are fighting both Commonwealth and the Mamluks at the same time, and even though they're kicking the Mamluks' asses, they're getting their own kick. I'm not too thrilled about them taking provinces, especially in the Balkans, because they might take some stuff that belongs to Byzantium. Hopefully that's not gonna happen. I think we're gonna start a war of our own as well. But we might need to get a little bit stronger navy, so I'm gonna queue up a couple new galleys. Oh, I guess they're no longer allied with Tunis. This war is even easier now. Saxony is a peasant republic now. Okay, guess we have to crush the peasantry once again. We can grab level 12 military to a bit ahead of time. There's new units and additional military tactics from this. I see we're losing quite a bit of imperial authority because there are less electors now. So obviously we're just going to fix this real quick. We can give the electorate, let's say, to Genoa. The Council of Trent is here and we're going to select a harsh stance. And unfortunately Constantinople is no longer a Byzantine core, so we're gonna go for Tirhala. I believe this is the second highest developed province. Let's go Reconquest. It looks like our ships are still getting owned by theirs. They have a really strong navy, they have quality ideas finished. But okay, no big deal. Just go back. What we need to do is get a morale of Navy's advisor. And we need to fix our loan situation. We have 500 ducat loans, we can take double the amount now. So we're going to repay these 1% ones and we're gonna take new ones through the estates, which is gonna give us a ton of money. And some of this money we will be spending on upgrading our ships. This is the main reason why they're beating us up. Another good thing that we can do is grab level 12 diplomatic technology, because this is going to increase our naval morale as well. And guys, our truce with Brandenburg is up, which means we will finally be converting them. Alright guys, here we go. We're finally finished with admin ideas, which means we have admin technology cost reduction, and also our second policy, which is going to give us a diplomat and monthly autonomy change. Now we can also go ahead and embrace counter reformation. Let's go. This will allow us to complete the mission, handle the reformation. It's gonna give us 50 papal influence, improved relations with the papal state, and we also get some modifiers of opinion. Obviously, there's many ways on how you can complete this. If you go with the reformed religion, you get morale of armies bonus, which is not too bad. Okay, we have another incident in the Empire, fate of the peasantry, and once again, amazing, we get 13 imperial authority, and of course this is the option that we're going for. Dude, what the hell is happening with the Commonwealth? They have been fighting the Ottomans for like 10 years now. Guys, why there's no progress? Like, we cannot occupy the Balkan provinces until they actually conclude this. The nobility estate throughout the empire will have plus 10% loyalty and influence for the rest of the game. And members of the empire gain crush the peasantry casus belli as well. So this is pretty good because it's not really restricting us. We can revoke the privileges whenever we want to. And we have lost the effects of Great Peasants War, which was plus 6 unrest, so that's great. Oh, Wild Moldavia has appeared and he's now sieging. Of course, when you have your personal bodyguards. And this is great, very good timing. We're annexing Provence and we get another 15% reduction for that, which means we are pretty much done. And also, the rebels made some good progress on the siege. Let us just yoink that immediately, we get 42%. How about this time from the government we take 60 gov reform progress points. There we go, thank you very much for that. Dude, how insane is that? Our capital has 66 development. This is some of the highest development I've had ever. Alright, there we go. Agenda is finished as we have converted the province. Now let's do this one. We need to just build a regimental camp. That's gonna be easy. And guys, we have built enough barracks, which means we expand the army and get some local development costs, garrison size, and fort maintenance reduction modifiers until the end of the game in these provinces. Okay, for this one, we just need to have one more province in France or Britain regions with at least 20 development. So we can just quickly develop one of these. Let's get it to more development. And boom, we are done. Every owned province with at least 20 development will get these modifiers for 25 years. Tax, goods produced, manpower, and autonomy change. Oh, I just noticed we actually stole their flagship, the early Carrack. That's sick, man. Order of the Chivalry is gonna give us monthly splendor and nobility loyalty equilibrium plus 5% until the end of the game, and it costs 679 ducats. I think it's worth the small price to have a permanent modifier. So guys, I've noticed something that kinda annoyed me. I actually went for the wrong city. Oh my god. Yeah, so this was not a reconquest. we have to make the best of what we have, right? So we're not giving the lands back to Byzantium, which kind of sucks, but then again, we can still take some good stuff. We're going to take a province from which we will release Bulgaria, and next war we will reconquer cores for both Byzantium and some Bulgarian cores, if not all. We're making this snake over to Syrian lands where we will release our Syrian vassal, and we're taking a huge chunk of money, 3,400 ducats, as well as war reparations. So yeah, we're making the best of what we have, even though we made this quite a big error. Oh well, boys, oh well. So there we go. We're gonna release Bulgaria. We're also releasing Syria. Man, next reconquest is gonna go ham. You know what, now that we have this money, we can also sell titles once we will be seizing lands. And we're gonna use this money to upgrade our Granada monument to the maximum level. Now we gotta chill for a little bit because soon we will be able to pass the next reform, and afterwards we will be going for a war versus the Mamluks and Tunis. Dude, this Albania is huge and we can actually diplo vassalize them. That's fantastic. Yep, we will start building relations with them. And unfortunately this is taking a few more points than 50, so we have to wait a little bit more. But there we go, here we finally have it. Now immediately, to get even more points, we're going to abdicate our ruler. Boom, there we go, boys. Once again, 50 papal influence and 10 imperial authority. Actually, this was 15. And we also inherited someone, and that someone was Spain. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I kinda like them having them as a colonial subject, but I guess there was always a chance that this is gonna happen. Now we received all of their colonies. Look at that, man. They had the entirety of Cape of Good Hope, and even more than that. And there's still a colony that they are establishing. Yeah, we need to find these colonies and we need to send some soldiers there. Otherwise, we're just simply gonna lose them to the natives. Man, these guys are so stupid. They just colonize random provinces and skip the trade centers. Okay, we're gonna add 44 new provinces to the empire. And we probably should go and state some of this stuff now. That's gonna be a nice boost to the economy. And we're out of the gov capacity. Okay, this means we need to build more stuff. Courthouses, there we go. Our next nobility agenda is to subjugate Jolov. Yeah, I want nothing to do with that. So what I'm gonna do is just take nobility right for diet call privilege, and we're going to automatically complete this one, giving us additional diplomatic reputation, and we have access to the mission A House Divided. Every estate will no longer raise any rebels when their land gets seized if their loyalty drops below 30, which is nice. We also have some additional parliament debate back-in chance and chance of decision, and a new branch of missions. Now we can do expand the Royal Navy because we have enough shipyards and naval tradition. So this means we can now get man-of-war ships which have 15% additional morale damage. We get some navy tradition. Now found a standing army. We have at least 50,000 units army tradition of 30 and 20% army professionalism, which means we unlock some new parliament debates and we get a really good general with 5 shock into siege. We need to complete this next mission because it is amazing. So all we need to do is get 2 generals to increase our army professionalism up to 40%. And the redcoats is going to give us 10% infantry combat ability until the end of the game. This is fantastic because combined with our national ideas, we now have a total of 20%. Alright, let's go. That's a really good air that we're getting. 3-6 free. Good stats. Love it. And immediately, we're getting a new ruler. Guys, this is so massive you don't even realize. We have a female ruler, and this doesn't impact the HRE because we would only face an impact if she was an heiress. This is actually very beneficial, not only for the stats, but because we're getting 50 papal influence once again, and tons of imperial authority. Look at that, man. We're up to 33. We have a male ruler, but if let's say we had a female one, what we could do is pass the pragmatic sanction, which costs 25 imperial authority, and then we could have female heirs be elected in the HRE. But in our case, we actually don't need to do anything. We're just in an amazing position now. Well, apart from the naive enthusiast trait. Once again, way too many papal points. Let's grab a +2 stability. And we have so much cash. Let's spam a ton more courthouses. Dude, this is great. We're making bank now. Oh my god, I love these events. +5 imperial authority from brilliant diplomat. Keep him coming. And each time with the events, we're not getting the amount that the events give, but an additional 25% because of this modifier. These guys keep taking territories that they cannot have. Come on, bro, just return it. Put it back to its place. It's like you're running a store and these guys are stealing off the shelf. Okay, so that's a fair peace deal that we can take from the Mamluks. We just want to have the coast pretty much and the one core returned to our vassal. Lovely stuff. Now we can probably concentrate some development here. And we're not even overextended, so all is under control. Most of these provinces will be going to our trade companies, as these are really good trade provinces. 4 trade centers in total. Okay guys, so we're about to pass the next reform and we obviously don't want to be overextended for it. So what we're gonna do is finish the war right here. We're really only interested in the province of Malta ourselves, and the rest of the stuff we will be giving to our new subject. So I'm just going to release Tripoli. Let's also release Algiers. Oh wow, okay, this is not the best timing, but we once again are getting a new ruler, Elizabeth 665. Just incredible stats, man. I'm completely loving this run. The problem is that we cannot yet pass the reform, and yeah, we're gonna be overflown with the reform points, but I guess let's wait until we finish some of these cores and see if we can do something about it. Close but no cigar. 25 princes are voting and 43 against, so we have to take this. Okay, we have a new ruler and we get more imperial authority, and now it is enough to pass the reform, so we're gonna grab it because it greatly will boost our imperial authority growth once again. There we go. And this last one is gonna be so easy. Guys, we have religious peace and we have 0.50 imperial authority gain, so we are pretty much done. We still have 5 years of truce against the Ottomans, so in these 5 years what I'm gonna do is fight Aragon. Not only we need their provinces to finish our missions, but also we need to fix our borders. Like, we need to get rid of Portugal and Aragon. Alright, the Angevin age is apparently now starting, boys. We have 400 additional splendor, 50 prestige, which is converted into each monarch points, so that's 150 monarch points right here. And until the end of the game, we get more core creation cost reduction, years of separatism -5, and an additional max promoted culture. Just lovely stuff. Let's grab some additional prestige per development from missionary. Dude, we have really good religious unity, 96%. We have 4 missionaries. No, actually 5 missionaries. Why wasn't I even putting them to work, bro? I figured we can do all of this at once, so we're going to fight Portugal and Aragon. Oh, don't you run now, dude. Don't you run. Where is he even going? What the hell, man? Alright, we have a 2-way ticket to Rio de Janeiro and back, so we're gonna use it. So I think this is for now going to be our peace deal with Aragon. We're taking the full state of Aragon, and we're taking 2 provinces from which we will release new vassals, as well as Mallorca and islands here. Can this fort like ever fall? 92%, boys. Go up to 99, come on. Oh my god, it actually went down to 85. I cannot believe this, bro. This is honestly ridiculous. We have at least enough man of wars, 20 marines, and we gain enough mill points, so we get the skill-free commandant 90% cheaper and a skill-free naval reformer. Oh my god, these guys are incredible. Look at that, bro. 0.95 ducats for a skill-free advisor. Is that not amazing? And we have the same thing, pretty much the same thing with military. It's only fair if we get this guy to level 5 as well. Okay guys, we have our 5 provinces in Brazil. We're taking entirety of West Indies and all the Portuguese provinces. We have what we need. We can finish this war. Fantastic. We have enough provinces, exactly 55 in Iberia, which is going to give us 50 power projection as if we needed more. 20% manpower recovery speed, and we get some tercio units. So we really need to work on Italy now. Secure the Alpine Pass, reign in Italy, and then we also have influence the lowlands. And all of this is gonna lead to a super nice mission, dominate Europe, which is given 5% admin efficiency. Wait, we also unlocked settle in America. That's cool. 150 diplo points, trade power, trade steering. Oh, this is great. Another 5% core creation cost, and we get the Absolutism benefits, as well as admin advisors granting plus 3% reform progress per level. Yep, let's go with direct royal administration. Immediately, we can grab 75 additional reform progress points from the Angevin Landtag. I think this actually got renamed after we switched our culture to Flemish. And we have Angevin Brazil. That's what I like to see, our first self-governing colony. We now have access to revoke the privilegia, but first we need to wait until everybody supports it so that we actually get everybody in the bag. Come on boys, join the Empire, you know you want to. We have completed the mission Monopolize the Channel, for which we needed additional trade power. We get ship trade power 20%, merchant trade power plus 10. This is all for 25 years and 500 ducats. Early industry we can do easily, we just need to build one more manufactory, say less. And for Angevin Renaissance, we need Artist Advisor of Skill level 3. And there we go, we have the Advisor at level 3, and we also have the event Pax Angevina, which is gonna give us until the end of the game National Unrest Reduction, more years of Separatism Reduction, -5 again, Parliament Debate back in chance, man, this is just insane. And yeah, here we go, Angevin Renaissance. We get 25 prestige, which is converted into each type of monarch points. And Ghent gets the province conditional modifier Globe Theater, given 15% idea cost reduction. We also have Renovate Oxbridge, which is going to give us these modifiers. Oxford gets Most Esteemed University until the end of the game, with local tax modifier, province governance cost, institution growth. It also gets a university, and Bedfordshire also gets the same benefits. We get free innovativeness, and we also get Oxford Symposium happening. Oh cool, so we will have more of these events happening. Oh bro, no way, Brazil immediately attacked our subject. Come on man, knock it off dude. And we finished early industry. This is gonna give a ton of our provinces 6 additional development and local goods produced modifier plus 15%. And once we reach level 23 admin technology and embrace the manufacturers institution, coal will be available to produce. There's only one nation that is against this reform, which means we will just add them. We will just add them to the empire. It's fine. Let's go boys. Let's click this button and we now rule the entirety of HRE with a vassal swarm formed, and this means that we're up to nearly 5,000 development. Immediately we have the Influence the Lowlands mission completed. Let's go ahead and start annexing a couple of subjects and we're gonna continue our wars, guys. Right, so let's start up some wars in Italy. First we can go for Genoa, Spoleto, Perugia and Urbino, and pretty much we can let our vassals do the job, right? While we siege a couple of provinces, we can focus the Ottomans, we can go for Morocco as well, for Tunis. Whoa, Sweden, what the hell happened to your alliances, bro? That is free real estate that I see. I think we no longer want to have this alliance with Finland. I don't know why I got it in the first place, but these guys got way too hostile, eaten up half of Sweden pretty much. Ottomans are up to 160,000 soldiers. Okay, maybe let's not play around too much and gather up more troops and go for this one war instead for Morocco as well. Brazil, man, you gotta stop. Come on, dude. Seriously, reconquest? Are you kidding me? We need to give the Angevin Brazil, the real Brazil, some good subsidies so they can handle it themselves. And this time, guys, we're going for the correct CB reconquest. We're not making the same mistake twice. We can also go ahead and embrace printing press now. Oh boy, the monarch points are just overflowing, dude. We just gotta develop, I guess. There's really nothing else we can spend these points on. We don't have any inflation. Technologies, we're like still nine years ahead of time. And that's about right, guys. 5 wars at once, we can handle that. And actually we can finish the one with Genoa. We're just taking their provinces in Italy and we're leaving them with the ones in the steppes. Thank you very much. This income from vassals 5% increase from the Landtag has given us like 10 ducats monthly. It's insane, man. We're making so much money. Our subjects are tearing Hungary apart, and Hungary has grown quite a bit. They took a few provinces from Venice. Love it. For now, I'm just gonna ask them to break their alliance with Russia. There we go. Whoa, Milan developed their provinces so much. Every province is like 30 dev plus. Dude, it's impossible to full annex them in one war. Well, okay then, we're gonna take what we can, which is something like this. Love it, man. I'm barely even doing anything apart from sniping some big battles. And our vassals are just doing all the job, occupying everything for us. At this point, we just need to stack modifiers and allow these guys do the work. So let's max out the Malta forts. We have tons of manpower that we can spend. And we can finish influence ideas, which means we have 4 idea groups finished now. And we have some new policies. One of them is Diplo annexation cost minus 15%, which is lovely. I'm gonna take that one. All the Byzantine and Bulgarian cores at once is only 32 war score for us, so we can take so much stuff, boys. It's incredible. Guys, I cannot believe I'm seeing this on the screen. Apparently this is the rarest event in the game, with a mean time of 500,000 months to happen if you have 100 prestige. I have never had this before in my 4000 hours of EU4. Getting these 5 Diplo points from more buns from the people event just feels different, bro. It's just different. Oh my god, this name placement is crazy. Ranging from the wastelands in Africa over to the French lands. We can take all of this from Sweden in one war, and we could even take more, but I'm not going to because I plan to simply vassalize Norway, which is one province, I believe. No, they actually have one province here in Iceland as well. So yeah, we're going to Diplo vassalize these guys, and then we're going to eat up the rest of Sweden if Finland doesn't do it before us. Yeah, this is more than enough. Definitely more than enough. And there we go, we finally finished our wars, so we can take some time and start integrating some subjects such as Bulgaria, Byzantium. There, let's ally Norway. Welcome to the gang, dude, welcome to the gang. And let's build tons more of courthouses because our guarding capacity is on the edge. We're actually exceeding this by a bit. Bro, no way, Russia has entered the coalition. You know what this means, boys. Just gonna have to take the province of Kola. It just so happens that we need this province. Venice, Hungary, and Commonwealth also have entered. But apart from that, we don't have like any strong nations that could join them. So I honestly can say that we can just handle Russia and later on just declare on these three guys. Well, I guess there's some African nations such as Tunis and Timbuktu entering as well, but they're just nothing. Actually, Hungary just left the coalition. I'm not sure why, but I'm gonna take this opportunity and declare. Okay, buddy, you done messed up. And alright, we have enough provinces to finally complete secure the Alpine Pass, which unlocks Act of the Italian Crown land tag issue, and we get permaclaim on Italy region. It starts a debate on Act of the Italian Crown and land tag. This issue has the following effects: up to 10 provinces in Italy gain 1 base production, and triggers an event which allows us to create Kingdom of Italy under a personal union. Never done this before, guys. I don't know if it's worth to have this or not, but we can try. Okay, let's pay them up and let's see what we can get. Now, we either get 50 admin and mill points and some modifiers reducing unrest, local development costs and so on, or we can get the same stuff and Italy and basically the same modifier that we had with Ireland, which gives us Diplo relations and unjustified demands until the end of the game. You know what? Sure, let's do it. So we now have a personal union with this massive Italy. We can complete reign in Italy, giving us 100 prestige, which is converted into monarch points. Lovely. Angevin King's Ascendant. We will be getting reasons to elect. Yep, elect us, boys. And number of possible parliament issues +1. And of course, guys, we have Dominate Europe, which is giving us 5% admin efficiency. This is beautiful. And I think it's really good that we have Italy right now because we can just feed them provinces and don't worry about rebels that much. I was gonna say it would be nice to see the Italian mission tree, but good luck finding it among like 100 subjects that we have. Yeah, it's impossible, guys. It's actually impossible to check the specific mission tree. No, I found it. I actually found it. Oh my goodness. Okay, we need to grow them to 800 development and 45 provinces in Italy, and this is gonna give them permaclaims. Sounds good. Man, what did I say about Sweden getting eaten up by Finland? They actually did it. The Mad Lads actually full annex Sweden. I can't believe it, bro. These guys are crazy. But yeah, anyways, we're just gonna go for a quick reconquest and take it all back. Too many mill points, which means we will be getting 1,000,000 of generals and pick the best of the best that will lead our armies, and everybody else is getting booted. Okay, so from Russia I'm just gonna take, I think, 1 province from which we can release Novgorod, and I'm taking the entirety of the Baltics region. Let's grab like a 2,000 ducat little payment. Oh, I just got an achievement. Starting as England form the Angevin Kingdom and enact all the acts of crown parliamentary issues. Yep, cool. Apparently we can also have this national decision establish the Imperial Diet, unlocks parliament issues related to the Holy Roman Empire. Oh, so basically every time we do this, we can get 10% Imperial Authority Growth modifier plus 10%. Yeah, I guess it can help you. We did it a little bit differently, so we don't really benefit from these Parliament Acts anymore, but there we go. Dude, I would love to complete our Realm of Chivalry because we just need 80 army tradition to change our name to Angevin Empire, but I just cannot get any army tradition. Our vassals are literally destroying everything. That's the craziest thing, bro. With all this money that we got, we're hooking up our vassals with some buildings as well. They can enjoy some money. Let's build them a few barracks too. I swear to God, this is the most OP nation I have ever formed in my entire EU4 career. It's not even 1600, we have nearly 7000 development, boys. It's okay, so we have this war in Italy concluded. Now, if I'm not wrong, we can take these provinces and we can give them to Italy and they won't get the negative modifiers. Hopefully that's what's gonna happen. These provinces we cannot give directly to Italy because of our war score cost. So we have to first take them ourselves, and let's see how we can fix the situation now. There, you can have Rome. Okay, this is too much for them. We need to wait until they annex these provinces. And yeah, pretty much all of Italy apart from Sicily. We can continue integrating our vassals as well, and despite them having minus 158 modifier from annex vassals, we can just give them some gifts and we can continue annexing. Guys, maybe not all is lost with army tradition. We're climbing up, we're climbing up. Boys, don't you just love when you annex half of Arabia in one war? Beautiful stuff. Oh, okay, so our new ruler has martial educator trait, which means yearly army tradition decay minus 1%. Maybe now we can actually work with this. Like, we have 40 army tradition, and my new strategy is to just take as many provinces as possible at once so that we have tons of rebel factions and hunt them down. So we're gonna start using these extend officer commissions as well, which also gives us minus 1% for the army tradition. I think I could have done this ages ago if I had played it correctly. I thought we would just get it naturally, but apparently we have to work for it a little bit. Okay guys, so we're going after the giants now. We're gonna fight Commonwealth because this way maybe we will be able to get actual battles in so that we can get some army tradition, right? We're gonna go for a reconquest, fight Gotland, Croatia, sure. Get this over with, and then we will fight Hungary and Russia as well, as these guys are allied. Nope, it's still our vassals just destroying everything and climbing Commonwealth like ants. Holy. Let's go ahead and grab another 10% admin efficiency with level 17 admin technology. This way we will be able to take a ton of provinces. Like, we can already start with a very quick annexation of Croatia. What the hell are you doing, man? Seriously, what the hell, man? He was exiled and still walked right into our army. Well, okay, you do you. Yeah, it's completely ridiculous. I didn't manage to even properly blink and we got 90% war score. There, Hungary. I think it's your time, son. Come here, boy. And we entered the age of Absolutism as well. So we can start revoking some privileges. I think first of all I will get rid of supremacy of the crown, promote burghers bookkeeping, integration policy, religious diplomats, and so on. We can just keep going. Yeah, boy. Very nice peace deal. Russia is ours, boys. I wish I could show you some battles, guys, but it's just us occupying every single province in lightning speed. So I'm really gonna keep these wars compact. And actually we need to build a couple more universities so that we can get more splendor points and unlock some good stuff for Age of Absolutism. We already have 3 of these unlocked: multicultural nation, we have a large army, and we have a bunch of trade companies. Hey, what the hell is this, man? Strife between Empress, Consort, Regent, and Landtag. Enact parliamentary monarchy struggle tier 6 gov reform enables parliament versus monarchy ability. This is new to me. This reform really sucks. Like, it's super difficult to pass the parliament issues. Like, it takes many sacrifices, man. Hey, but maybe it's not that bad. Even though we have to pay a lot of points to pass the parliament issues, we're getting them really frequent. This reduces the parliament debate duration by 5. So honestly, we can just use it to spam army tradition. Like, look at that, man. The percentages are barely going up with our sacrifices. Oh, apparently we have this new government thingy. At 100 power we get 50 max absolutism and monthly autonomy change minus 0.20. And if we're at minus 100, idea cost is increased by 10% and years of separatism are increased by 10 as well. However, we still get yearly absolutism. So it's really it's good for the absolutism. What can I say, man? Either way, you get absolutism. So this would be Novgorod course. We're not taking this in this war because it's a simple conquest, but we can take pretty much everything around it. I think let's do it like this, boys. We're finishing the war. We're going to immediately finish the one with Hungary as well. Pour it all up. Now we can also go ahead and embrace global trade, which is cool. And we're gonna punish these guys. We're going after the Russians, man. Let's give them hell. I'm going to truce break these guys. I don't give a damn, man. There we go. Let's boost our stability back up, reduce war exhaustion, and let's destroy them, man. Oh yeah, so far this is amazing. We have a ton of rebels, and that's exactly what we need. I can't believe I'm actually saying this. I usually am not the biggest fan of rebels, as you might imagine. But sometimes they're actually good. Give me more rebels, man. The conflict escalates after we pass another parliament issue. 22 rebels join in Alicante and we abolish the parliamentary monarchy struggle government reform. The English Civil War disaster now has easier conditions for it to fire. They added a lot of flavor for the Age of Absolutism, which is pretty damn cool. Okay guys, there we go. First Age of Absolutism bonus. We're gonna go with admin efficiency, and for the second one we're gonna take yearly absolutism. Our truce also just ran out with the Ottomans, so let's continue fighting. If we want to increase the army professionalism, we cannot stop for a second. We're at 70 right now, so we just need 10 more. Would be awesome to get a random event for that. We have it, guys. We actually finally have 80 army tradition. I cannot believe it, but we're done with a realm of chivalry. This was way too hard. It shouldn't have been that difficult, man. Okay, so until the end of the game, prestige decay minus 2%, prestige from land battles plus 50%, and we have claimed the empire title, which is gonna give us province worker cost minus 5%. Name of our country now adjusts dynamically to our government and rank. Long live the empire. Angevin age is also going to give us every admin advisor plus 3% governing capacity modifier per level. So we can have additional 15% gov capacity just by having this advisor, which means we're up to 2000 governing capacity now. This is honestly incredible. I went for aristocratic ideas, but this was just because it could help us get this army tradition up. I honestly think I'm just going to cancel this and replace it with something else. And that something else I think would rather be offensive ideas, or even infrastructure would be quite nice. There we go. Let's peace out Russia. They were not co-belligerent in this war, so I'm just going to take their cash because I just wanted to annex Hungary. And it's unfortunate because this is not a full annexation. They are left with just one province. But there we go, guys. We can go ahead and proclaim naval hegemony. We could get economic hegemony, but we still need like 200 total income. Let's just go with the naval one. It's gonna increase our ship trade power, and at max level we get 20% artillery damage from back row. Because we became a hegemon, we can also complete the Angevin Empire mission. We can get 10 more marines and complete the Royal Marines mission. And we pretty much finished the entire mission tree with a couple of small exceptions, like a colonial empire, for which we need to establish 5 different colonial nations. We still need to increase the trade node value in English Channel, and we still need to complete the 3 Kingdom Wars. But honestly, I think we pushed it to a pretty damn good limit with these borders, guys. Like, look at that, man. We have nearly 10,000 development. Oh yeah, almost forgot. Before we go, what I'm gonna do is make a save. And we're going to click the destruction button. There we go, boys. Claim the crown, become the HRE. Been there, done that. And this is what our borders look after we integrate all of our subjects. Obviously, we have new HRE missions, you're probably familiar with them. But if you're not, basically, you get some military modifiers, you get core creation cost reduction, you get permaclaims. The thing is that it's just not worth to form the HRE. This is the last thing you want to do because the vassal swarm is just that good to have. But yeah, our actual development after we unite the HRE is over 11,000. A massive thank you for supporting the channel to Tier 2 members Whale Biologist, Lazar, RogueRhino, Tier 3 member Devertion, and Patreon supporters Lazar and Nikolas. Really appreciate you guys.